Okay, I'm going to try to explain how I decrease, do a decreased toe on the bitty loom, excuse me. And for this sock, I'm doing, I have these, so these would be the sides, each side of the toe, the width of the foot. Okay. And I've decided to make mine 4 wide, the stitches. I think normal is 2. If you have narrower toes, thin toes, you could do 1. I have pudgy feet. I'm going to do 4. Anyway, so I've marked off for each side with these. I'm sorry, I'm not used to videoing. These pink locking stitch markers, I've blocked off. So these are the 4 stitches I will just knit. I will do my decreases on the pegs beside them. Oh, come on, focus. So the pegs beside each of these markers. And my other side, I have a different color. I have blue, just so I know one's one side, one's the other. And the same. So, and the way I do my decreases, because on this loom, you have to, I do, and if there's another way, I just don't know what it is. But I have to move all these stitches. So I take, I take another stitch marker, locking stitch marker. I lock it, I pick up the stitch with it. Okay, I'm not left-handed, so I'm struggling. Anyway, I will pick up the stitches on either side with one marker each. I will lock a marker on the stitch, and I'll pull it off the peg and drop it in the middle. Off of the ones, just the stitches on each side of my marked off pegs. So, it keeps getting blurry. And after I've dropped those stitches off, then I start moving these ones over, till I get about halfway, and then I go to the other side, move the stitches the other way until I can free up a link in the middle, and where all the stitches are gone, and I remove it. And then you pull and then you lock your links back together. And there's some slack, so you tug it and work your slack both sides. Even it back up, so you tighten up your stitches. And then you know, this was empty because I dropped it, but I had moved the stitch over onto it, so it's filled again. Then I pick up the stitch that's on the marker and put it back on this peg. So so all of these pegs on either side will end up having 2 loops each. And then I knit them off, knit that round off, and that's your decrease round. And so you do it you'll be removing a link each side. And yeah, and that's your decrease round. You just gradually do that. I do mine odd rounds or decrease. I do it for over 20 rounds. Starting round 1, decrease. Round 2 is just knit even. 3, decrease, and so on. And so I started with 64, and I've already done 1 decrease round, and I will end with 24. So 12, don't eat my yarn, no. 12 stitches on each side. And then I put locking stitch markers on each remaining stitch, remove them, and use that to, and I color code it. I do 1 color for one side, 1 color for the other side. And I use them to put them on the needles so that I can do the Kitchener to close the toe. That's just easier for me. I don't have to worry I'm going to drop a stitch. I can make sure that orientation's all the same going on the needle. And it might be more work, but it's less headache for me. And that's how I do it. So hopefully that made sense. All right.